Did you come from another country, maybe in your already as an adult, like as in your 20s ish?
Yes.
Would it be Russia? Is that
Yes.
right? Okay. All right. Russian words like babushka and dadushka. Do those mean something to you? Are those
Yes.
names?
Yes. No, it's just no, it's not nice.
No. Okay. So I have energy here for certain. They seem to be saying those words.
Mhm.
Older, male, I think male, female, male and female.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Um, Definitely Russian speaking, not speaking a lot of English. So is this something that you would recognize these?
Yes, it's grandma and grandpa.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
it
That's
means.
what that, okay. Fantastic. All right. Okay. So I've got that very softly. So I also have with these two, um, Amiel Iblutabaya. Amiel Iblutabaya. Does that sound like anything to you? Miel
Я люблю тебя.
Iblutabaya. Yeah, you say it much better than I can. I can't make this sound.
Yeah, it means I love you.
Okay. Let's start with your question for me and your question for the non-physical.
I think I mainly want to know what my pre-birth intentions are and about my inner self and how far back do I go. So I'm has so much curiosity about that.
I can tell from your accent that you obviously came from another country. This was something I was getting this morning, even before we started. Did you come from another country, maybe in your already as an adult, like as in your 20s ish?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Would it be Russia? Is that
Yes.
right? Okay. All right. So because I have something else here too. But I'm going to keep going on this little trail. Russian words like babushka and dadushka. Do those mean something to you? Are those
Yes.
names?
Yes. No, it's just no, it's not nice.
No. Okay. So I have energy here for certain. They seem to be saying those words.
Mhm.
Older, male, I think male, female, male and female.
Yeah.
Possibly connected to I think, okay, but they wow, okay. Definitely Russian speaking, not speaking a lot of English. So is this something that you would recognize these?
Yes, it's grandma and grandpa.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what it
That's
means.
what that, okay. Fantastic. All right. Okay. So I've got that very softly here. So I'm going to keep going. You, so your career, is it something medical? Are you a doctor or
Yes.
something teeth? Like, are you
A dentist.
yeah, okay. Okay. I wish you could see how I see this. It's great. But are you transitioning to something from that to something
Yes.
else? You are? Okay. All right. Very good. So I also have with these two, um, I could understand this. All right, I'm going to try to say this the way I hear it. Amiel Iblutabaya. Amiel Iblutabaya. Does that sound like anything to you? I'm yeah,
Я люблю тебя.
Blutba. Yeah, you say it much better than I can. I can't make this sound.
Yeah, it means I love you.
Okay. All right. Okay. And they're giving me a symbol that would look like taking off, that is, oh God, lutite, lutite, lutite,
Light,
lutite, and
like
they're,
flying.
yes,
Mhm.
okay, that's something they're saying to you.
Okay, fly.
Time to, yeah, like
Time to
time to
fly.
fly. So okay, there comes emotion. um yeah. Mm, so it they're here. It's a, you've had a lot of transition. There's so much love, and wow. um um a feeling of just amazement at you, and uh saying that, oh great, I've got English now. The way that you have handled transition in your life, the ease with which you have transitioned, and they're saying, in moving away to new place, to relationships, and that you had a relationship, a shakeup in the last year, a possibly a divorce or something dramatic. Okay. The way that you have experienced that and handled that, they have, so they're so in awe of you, and that this next transition that is both spiritual and career for you, that they are here, and um
I'm crying with
to
you.
trust that you will move through this just like all of the others with as much ease, and that it doesn't matter your age. You apparently think that the transition of moving from Russia to did you move straight to California? You didn't stop anywhere? Okay. Russia to California was, the ease of that was because you were young, and with your family. We were with your parents when you moved?
With my dad.
Okay. So with that, and that it was easy because you were young and you didn't know better, but that this next phase of your life can be just as easy, that you can reach out to them and they are here with you. So wow.
Thank
Ooh,
you.
sorry. It gets very intense, that love, and that for this, it was almost a feeling of being starstruck, that they are saying to you. Mm, there's someone else too, and I've got some other names. So I know your name, Shimpansky, is your is this your current married name?
Yes.
Okay, because they're giving me another name, and it seems like I can't tell if it's first and last or if it's two names. Nis Ness.
Yes.
Okay, and then another one that's a G. Gam Gamarnik.
Gamarnik. Yes, you got it.
Okay. And so how are these names connected for
So
you?
Gamarnik is my maiden name, and then
Okay.
Nis is my first married name, and
Okay.
Shimpensky is my second married name.
Okay.
Lots
That
of
is part of, I think they're showing me the transition for you, and that today, today is about that for you. It's about transition and helping you steady yourself and have confidence and prepare in this transition that you are moving through. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah, makes total sense. Yes.
Okay. All right, good. So there's I have wow, okay. So I have some other names and so your grandparents are feeding a little bit of love to someone who is Lexa, is
Lex
that
is my daughter, my middle daughter.
okay? All right. Okay, so there's that name I was able to translate, and they are showing that they're always with you, and they know her and are just so proud of her and of you, and that nothing is wrong. There's never anything wrong. Everything is going perfectly to plan. You can relax. Someone else too, it almost feels like there are two in your life. There's the same name, which looks like Leonard, but it's not. It's like Leo.
Leonid, that's my dad.
Okay, but there's someone else that seems to be here with the same name. That is
Oh, interesting. That's my
young,
husband, my husband's dad, Leonid also.
young, very young. Here,
Who transitioned?
yeah.
He was 33 when he transitioned.
Same name as your father?
Yeah, it's my dad's name, same my husband's name, my husband's dad.
Okay. Also here for
Oh
you.
my God. I've really wanted to actually connect with him because I never met him.
He is here, and he's saying that he's here. This transition that you're going through in your family is just moving of energy and things shifting for you to go on the path that you are to go on. You are all connected and together. This feeling of separation and loss that you have, to know he is right here. If he can show up for you right now here, do you understand how connected that you are? He is with you all the time. He's part of your soul family. He is with you. He's with your grandparents. And yes, he is young. He's younger than you and I in his appearance to me. Yeah, like 30s. And he's giving me to possibly, he was in Cleveland, Ohio, and then to California. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that you know this is him, and that he's this master of transition, and he is here with your grandparents, and they are going to introduce you to others that are here with you in the form of spirit guides, and they are here to help you and get you through this transition to your grandparents, for you to fly. This is what this is for. Okay. It is. Oh, the love that this young man has for you and your family, and there are children in the family, some that are stepchildren to you. Is this right? And then some that are yours, and yours together with your husband, and his grandchildren all are his grandchildren, and you are a daughter. There's no difference. You are friend and daughter, and there's no difference. Wow. In you and anyone, he is always with you, and you are asking your desire for him to come. He was just waiting to come, and you can speak directly to him. And if you get quiet, you can ask him a question and he will answer. And there is no reason for you not to trust that you are hearing him.
His son will be so happy to hear this.
He is with you guys all the time.
He lost his dad so young.
Yeah. A lot of emotion in this with them. they are ready to introduce, I think, what is spirit guides for you in this moment, this next phase. It's this, your grandparents are forward. The I don't have names at all. It's just the it's great. But so there is a spirit guide with you. All right, here's the name. SERGIUS. It's 3 words, I think. And this is of something. RODONEZH. Serious of Redon. Say it. I am hearing it. I'm seeing it. Sergius of Rodanes. Did you get that spelling? It's RODONEZH. The first part is SERGIUS. Sergius, I believe. I'm not hearing it well, but I can see it. So this is your grandparents have brought. This is a spirit guide that you've chosen specifically for you pre-birth, and this pre-birth intention that you are speaking of, all of your spirit guides you chose before you came, which we do. 2, you knew that you would be here, and this one has been with you always and has always been forward in your times of transition. And he is speaking from Russia to United States, from marriage, divorce, marriage, from not being a mother to being a mother. This time in your career, there's something forward here about your career transition or a desire to transition this career. We're going to get there as he's speaking to that specifically. And this transition from living your life in the physical plane, focused there, to now transitioning to spending your time in a new life, which is this 5-dimensional reality, this more spirit reality. Does this make sense to you? You feel like you are
really into all the spiritual stuff right now.
Okay. So he has got I can hear it's that this is something I'm familiar with, is Sanskrit. So you've got a Sanskrit word, and the word is kutuhala. Kutuhala. Those come easy for me. And this word means it's excitement and wonder. That's the meaning of it. This is excitement and wonder. And this spirit guide is telling you now the reason that he is forward is in this transition. This is time for you to follow your bliss, even if it appears to lead you nowhere. That you have often pursued what is sensible and secure.
Yes.
And that it is time now for you to pursue that which is intoxicating.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it?
I'm on my way. Yes, I'm on this path.
Wonderful. Okay.
Unimaginable.
Yes. Yes. I have a megahertz, or not a megahertz, but a hertz. I was told recently it's not megahertz, it's hertz. I have never gotten this. It is 10. And this is just 10 hertz for you to listen to when you meditate, and saying this is for you to feel happiness. This is about feeling happiness, following that which is intoxicating, this releasing of serotonin that you have. And this hertz meditation is there for that, for you to listen to and focus on your happiness. And he is saying, when you do this, to hand on your heart and connect with your breath in a way that you breathe normally, focus, lengthen your breath, and then take pauses on either side of your breath. So breathing, lengthen it, breathing in, pause for a moment or two, and then let it go, and then pause for a moment or two and breathe in. This type of breathing for you when listening to this 10HZ is very important. And that is a part of this. You have there's some other megahertz coming in for you as well. And I recognize them because they are all numbers, which means they're angelic. It's the 777 and the 888. And these are also transitioning realities, in a sense, helping you shift realities is what this is about. Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Your father-in-law, this is for you. And this is, wow, this is a pretty strong energy. This is like looks like a bird or an eagle specifically, which is funny with the United States reference, the eagle.
Yeah.
And this name, what is this name? Oh, Garuda, Garuda. And this is definitely showing up not human, bird in that sense. The other one, very human, very almost like a priest. This one, bird. Okay, this one is forward for you. Confidence, protection, and rebirth, more transition. I think we're getting a theme here, darling. Okay. So this one is okay. Acknowledge your inner wisdom. Seek similar spiritual beings, kindred spirits, those that vibrate on the same level that you. This company you are keeping is very important for you right now, to surround yourself with others, surround yourself with others, to seek out groups physically that are living life in this way, even if their belief structures do not have to match yours. Their values don't even have to match yours. You will know them by that vibration, by where they are going, and the way that they are looking at life, the way they are approaching life. This is very important for you, to surround yourself with others that are doing this from this one.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So the image that I'm getting, this is for you. This is to connect with this Garuda. It is, oh, wow. Your grandparents fly. Okay. This is going to sound silly, but it is to be in your room or your backyard if you can, and arms out, and just fly around the room, run around, and feel yourself flying. Feel that. To, if you can, to stand on something sturdy, a sturdy bench or a chair or a ladder, something that you can stand on, and saying, in this moment, see your life from a different perspective. Know that you are standing up, you are looking at your life, and now from here, what do you see? Do you see things that need to be tended to? Do you see paths to take? Do you see things that you love that are not acknowledged? What do you see from this perspective? And then you can act from that perspective, that heightened perspective. And this is physically something for you to do, to connect with this spirit guide, this flying around your room and standing on something tall, and just imagine you are looking at your life from this perspective, wherever you can go to be safely up and do this. This is important. This is something for you to do. It will change you at a cellular level, which is what is necessary in this transition for you to move. This viewing your life from this other perspective is giving yourself permission to see, to sense, and to feel with your non-physical senses. Does this make sense to you? To give yourself permission to see your life from that new perspective, to see with your third eye, to feel with your heart and act from that, to follow that bliss, to follow that intoxicates you, to give yourself permission to see, sense, feel, and acknowledge that inner voice, that inner wisdom. This is something you are not trusting right now. And you know it, it's there. You just have to, you are the only one to let yourself off the hook, to see it, to feel it, to acknowledge it. Okay.
Yes.
This is important. Some of the connecting with others in a yoga class or some sort of a meditation group, or through the boot camps, or anything else.
We do that.
This connection is really critical right now. It is right in the front. And then you can use those connections to hear reflections back of your inner knowing. And until you are strong enough to give yourself permission to hear it, permission to see it, and then act on it. Okay.
I truly believe that, and I am in the works of it.
Yeah.
I know it's my priority right now, and I've been doing this.
Oh, wow. I recognize this. I've seen this energy and felt this energy before. I know this. Kalima, 2 words, Kalima. I have met her and had her forward before. For you, she is forward, bringing, here we go, more transition, bringing old cycles to an end so that you can transition, and to remind you that this doesn't mean that you lose anything. If you will trust your inner self, reach to them, reach to your father-in-law, your grandparents, these spirit guides that are forward now, that you will be shown that you, and I've had this been said to me before, that you do not ever lose anything. You do not have to lose. In fact, these things that you perceive you are losing and leaving behind, the relationship to them will change in a way that it will be something so much better than you ever could have imagined. Your memory of it, your understanding of what it gave you, and your new relationship to it will be completely unique, and something that, if you will sit and trust and just follow your next inspiration and your next inspiration, you do not lose any of it. It will transform into something that you could not imagine.
Makes sense.
You can trust that. Yeah, you can trust that. So this Kalima is saying spiritual changes are unfolding for you. This is your chance to soar. This is your time to soar, to fly. Always comes back around. Fear, she is saying, fear is just energy. So look at it. Look at it. don't be afraid of it. Don't run from it. Look at your fear and understand that it is just energy and you can change it. That's what you are. You are an energy shifter, an energy changer. This is one of your gifts that you are not fully utilizing just yet. You're not aware of it yet, but you can move energy and shift and change things. I don't have all of the details because it's not time, but it's something that you have. It's one of your gifts. And seeing fear, your own fear, and knowing that you have power over that energy. You can change it to be anything that you want. When you sit and just move through it, you will see that it's nothing. But you have to do that to fly, to soar. She is seek groups to surround yourself with, and in physical and in the virtual, just whatever you can do, you're being led to them all the time. Don't ignore it. So if you feel something, walk in here, go in here, visit this place, do that, because they are leading you to others that will help you through this transition and be there for you as a reflection of what you are beginning to understand about yourself. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Ooh, emotional. Okay. So they're quiet right now. Do you have any questions for them at all?
I have questions about my career transition. I know I wasn't, I enjoyed I had the successful career for what time that it was. And then I'm completely being pulled away from it. Like, I feel like it's inauthentic for me to even stay there and do it. Like, and I'm a dentist, right? I have a, education and everything.
Lots of school time in that one, right?
Lots of school time. It does not feel like me at all anymore. And I've been like looking and searching for what's next for me. And so I would love to have some guidance and clarity.
Okay. The one speaking is this Sergius. For this word, kutuhala is this excitement and wonder, that which excites you. You are being led to this next path and this next thing for you to know what it isn't time for you to know exactly what it is and how it will look. The transition for you is translating a bit here, to use everything that you have in front of you, the dentistry, that career, whatever it is you are doing there, to practice this. There is a way within it that you can begin more and more to practice this knowing, this understanding, a way of looking at it, a way of changing your perspective on that. And at the same time, it's also easy for you. It is easy. It doesn't require much from you. And these things that you are being given that seem interesting, that seem exciting, whether they're just something to do, a conversation, they don't seem to make sense that they would lead you somewhere. They are leading you somewhere.
Got it.
And this is what you are to do for you to be able to fully function as the authentic version of you in this next path, this learning to trust yourself, to see and hear and follow these little things that are lighting you up, that are interesting you. This is a part of it that has to be a strong muscle for you to do and function fully in this next stage. This is a step to getting there. If you knew and you went right to it, there would be things missing along the way that need to come with you, that are going to be a part of who you are. So this practicing this within the arena. Are you working full time? still? Right
No,
now?
I'm
That's what I'm feeling like. It's like, it's easy. I'm seeing this. It's easy for you. It's nothing for you. And this time that you have off, this practicing of following inspiration and finding humor and excitement, whether it is to go to a movie, read a book, to make a call, to go to a class, whatever it is for you, do it in the moment. Do it. You are being given this gift of this career that's very easy for you. You can practice these things within it. You can, when you are in it, you can learn to follow inspiration. You can speak
It's amazing.
authentically, and in it, follow this inspiration, speak authentically, do these things that you're wanting to do, find that high perspective in it and speak from there and act from there. And when you are away from it, this is your time to be free and follow these things that are intoxicating and blissful and exciting, and it will all converge. One will just fall away. There's not a decision. It is a transition. This whole message today is about transition, not decision. This isn't a place for you to be. It's a place for you to fluidly move through everything that lights up for you, and everything that you feel you must do. I must be here at 3. I must be here. Then fluidly move to that and know there is something in it for you. Know why you are doing it all. Yeah. Those white lights start to roll in right there. I can feel them like, oh, so that is what this is. Okay. So there's that one. Do you have another question?
Yes, I have a question about my relationship with Eugene, with my husband who kind of left a year ago. I really
Okay.
love him. I think that we are eternally connected, of course, like his father is right here with me,
Yes.
talking to me. I just like, I don't know, I'm confused if we're definitely going into a different phase of our relationship, but are we good partners? Are we gonna continue being partners in life in the way that we've been, maybe in a different, or are we just kind of gonna move on a parallel paths and just be there for each other?
So this is, wow. This this Kali Ma seems to be speaking, and what I believe is your grandmother. It is, yes, the relationship has been perfect until now. And okay, would I be correct in saying that this marriage, this has been a long, from your perspective, a long time, 20 some years.
20 some years.
Okay. And that this commitment, it didn't need to necessarily even be this long. This, what you came together for, and what you are experiencing now, him leaving, well, you being together in the amount of time that you were, was the physical love that the purpose had long since dissipated, but both of you wanted to stay. So in that, you kept staying, and that him leaving is a gift to you. It is as hard for him as it is for you physically, but it is his gift for you to do what it is, your next act.
Yes.
It had to be this, him leaving is the catalyst for this.
Definitely.
That correct? That you came to even the teachings now, the Joshua teachings, just after this.
Yeah.
He left, because this drove you here. Yes. So I can see that. And what they are saying is that there is a soul connection, there is an eternal connection, and there is a life connection. And you have proof of that in children that you have together. This need to understand what it will look like leaves out the possibility for the unimaginable. Know this,
Yes,
that
I
yes,
understand that.
there is always going to be a relationship, and it again is fluid, and it will move and change. And that if you can trust and know that you are not losing, and what you are getting is a relationship with this person, that you will turn around and say, this is so much better than what we ever could have done had we stayed in this box that we were in. And
Definitely.
now we can be as we are, both of us being who we are, becoming who we are supposed to be. That is where this is going. Trust that there is never a disconnection. And what he did is a gift to you. Take it. Take the gift, and know that what's on the other side of this fear that you have is magnificent. And you are an energy mover. You can move this like that. And that understanding that he gave you a gift, and what is happening now is something for you to fall in love with, not the relationship or the way the relationship looks, but to be in love with what is happening right now for you.
I keep seeking for this partnership because I've always been in a partnership, and I love being in my partnership with Eugene. And I think that I'm looking for, like, feel like it comes in my writing that I need to find a connection to myself, to my inner self, and to love where I am. And I still want partnership. I still want, a person to, and I think that part of sharing, like Eugene is even taking Joshua classes because I'm taking it. And so he's like involved in this spiritual journey with me. But I think that having a partner who understands the journey, speaks my language, even if it's not him, is like exciting to me. Somebody to talk to every day, somebody to share this with. And so I think that's what the partnership is. Do I have to have it in a partner, or can I have it in something else?
And
Life will tell.
you can have everything you want. And that is what this is about, Yana. This is about understanding that there is no need. You are not settling here at all. You can have everything that you want. There are things that you are obviously seeing for you to do here, to get a hold of, to things to meditate, ways to breathe, things to seek out, other people clearly to seek out, to connect with, and to take off and visit friends in Joshua, get some physical connection. This is important for you. So this desire for that is, there is a reason that you have this desire. It is for you to have in Eugene and in many others. You are capable of loving many and having many. And this is where you are going to a life that you cannot imagine, with so much love and so much connection. And this transition, this is all this is. There isn't much for you to do except let go and these things that they're saying, and then seek these connections. This is obviously a very big thing for you. That connection with Eugene was singularly focused, and you are not singularly focused. You are limitless. Him leaving was a gift for you to find out just how much you are love, how much there is that you can express, how much connection you can have. And him stepping out of the way has allowed a path for what your grandparents say is
fly
runway. Yeah. He stepped aside because of his love for you. You stayed together as long as you did because of the love, because of that physical desire to be together. That is the proof of it. And the connection is always there. You can see it in children.
Yes.
And there's none of that. This is only bringing you to understand more and more what the real connection is, and to nurture what the authenticity is in each other, and turn around and say, wow, what a relationship we have. I can't imagine this. And you would not have had it had this not occurred, had he not stepped aside to let you fly.
Yeah, I believe in that.
That's beautiful, really. Is really beautiful. Okay. I imagine you have at least another question or two. Let's go there.
I have a question, I guess. How can I support my kids the best? I have between two of us, I guess we have 4 kids. So
Mhm. Wow. What you are doing now, this separation and this transition, you support your children by expressing your love to them, by accepting everything that they are going through, whether you perceive it as good or bad. You know that what they are going through is for them and taking them on a path. This is how you support them, by staying out of their way, expressing love, and accepting whether it is an perceived illness or a type of behavior, whatever it is that you see, or it is something monumental, that awards and education and things that they are doing, whatever it is that they are experiencing, that you hold all of the time the perspective that it is perfect and that they are perfect and that nothing needs to change ever for them. This is how you support them, and you continue that support by following this journey to discover who you truly are and being true to that, being true to who you are and to that path, knowing that you are on your path, they are on their path, and it is always perfect. That is how you support them. Does that make sense? It does to me.
makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. No, makes sense.
Another question for all of them?
I originally had a question about like, how old am I? How old is my soul? When did I start this journey?
Okay, let us see here. Age, I can't tell, but it is a pretty a lot of lives, a lot from your consciousness. Now, here's what I know. In a meditation or something, I believe it's meditation, as you go deeper and deeper and deeper into meditation, you will be, and I had this experience as well, you will be given the name of your inner consciousness, the origin consciousness that is you. There are many, many lives. And from what I can see now, it is not, the origin of your consciousness is not Earth dimension. It's some other dimension. Yeah, something other than Earth. I can't see time at all, but I can see a lot of lives and a lot of life experience. And I don't know how that fits in relative terms to anyone else that's physically focused. I don't, but clearly it is on your path for you to find and connect with the name of what your origin consciousness is, and that dimension. So you can pursue that. It may be something that I can get later, but you clearly, I can see it. It feels like in a meditation, but I'm not quite, I can't tell if it's in a reading situation like this with someone, or if it's in a meditation, but it feels more meditative, like you are able to go and see and be given that name. It's a matter of you trusting what you get. But yes, it is there. And that is constantly, that inner consciousness is constantly speaking to you, and something that you may resonate with, because I can get a mental picture of it, is that all of these lives through here, from each expanded perspective, you get messages, you're spoken to through there. So if you were to meditate and begin to free write as soon as you finish your meditation, and ask who they are and what they want to tell you, and these sorts of things, you will get answers, and you'll begin to write in the third person instead of I and me. who are you? They will say, you tell you what you are and who they are, who I am, who we are. You will get that if you begin to do that. But some of the confusion for you is right now, but it's important, is that you're being spoken to through that inner lineage from not only that origin consciousness, but through some of what is the personality of the expanded versions of what is you. So maybe the life before and 2 lives before, but this is coming to you all the time. And it may feel confusing, like you don't recognize your own thought sometimes. And that's what that is. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, I feel really old and wise. I feel like I get the download sometimes, and I don't even recognize it, but I feel like I'm being led and being taken care of and everything. That for sure. But I feel like, also feel like I went from an growing up in an atheist country, like having no connection to spirit for many, many years of my life, to all of a sudden waking up to it and thinking, oh, there's something more. And I have so much curiosity and excitement about what I'm going through right now.
Yes,
It is
yes.
so exciting and it's so fun. And I'm so curious about all of it.
That's great. And there's a reason for that curiosity, that information, that those downloads that are coming, you, as you follow this, it's meditation and writing for you, I believe, and possibly even a little of what I do, which is recording. I record on my phone into an app where I let them speak. And that's how I learned to channel, is I just let them
Oh,
speak.
interesting. Okay.
So that may be something for you, that you can say, who would like to speak now in this inner consciousness that is me, and let them speak. And you can write it or you can speak it, I think, just like I do. I feel like that's what they're saying. Yeah.
I feel like I probably have some gifts. I don't feel like what my gifts are, but I
Well, the
think
energy mover was quite clear, my dear.
energy mover. I don't know what that means, but I
I
think
don't
I'll find
either.
out.
But I know that in history, there's high priestess and there's goddess and these different things. None of that I totally understand, but I believe the goddess energy is an energy mover, and an energy mover. So it's transforming something into something else, or clearing it out, clearing energy. But everything is energy, right? So I don't really know what exactly that means, but I believe you're going to find out. I'm confident as you're on this path, these gifts are going to take you somewhere. Listen, Yana, a year ago, year and a half ago, I was doing other things, corporate things, traveling. I was in interior design, and I am essentially full-time now working with Gary. We have a book that we're trying to get written, that's
Amazing.
podcasts we're doing, these courses we're creating, doing these readings. It's a completely different life in a year and a half, not even a year and a half. I'm going to say 16 months.
Yes.
And so there is nothing for you to be impatient about. There's nothing to occur here. You are younger than I am. And as these things start to unfold, they'll be mind-boggling to you. And the more you raise your perspective and do this work, I did 8 boot camps to get here. So it takes a bit. But once you do, they will show up, and you've got them. And that's part of this, part of him moving away and you going inside and flowing through this transition. It's time for you to find them, and you will. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are so welcome. How do you feel? Good?
I feel great. I feel great. I think a lot of it makes sense. A lot of it, I'll just have to wait and find out and do my work. And I'm in my first boot camp. And
yes, that's right.
so,
Okay, good.
so I'm doing the work, and I'm doing the work not because I want to change something, because I'm excited about it, because it just feels so right. And I have time and I have energy, and then yes, I don't have my career figured out, I don't have the income, but I believe it all gonna come together.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
all
you do
gonna
not have the vibration of someone who is in a spot to have to do anything. You are in a spot of a runway to take off, to do whatever you want to do. I can feel that. So whatever's in front of you to do that brings you joy, you do that. And there's no need for you to go anywhere from here, but you will. You just will. So yeah, you're just beautiful. I thank you so much for letting me do this. This was amazing for me. The energy of this, the surprise of your father-in-law, there was so much. It was really incredible. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it. I'm so happy to meet you like that one-on-one. And I'll try and maybe connect physically, you never know. That's what I was told, to
Yes, that's
connect
it.
and be more in the vibe of people like you, people like Gary, people like Jessica. I'm talking to Jessica on Limiting Beliefs.
Oh,
And
she's magnificent. She's one of my
this is an
favorites.
amazing
Yeah.
community that I was led to, and I'm gonna take full advantage.
Yep, that's what you do. I certainly did. I'm sitting here in Gary's house in North Carolina right now. So I did the same. So, well, my dear, I love you so much. And
Thank you.
thank you again.